up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shelly, for those who don't know, and welcome to day 9 of Halloween. I can't believe we're on day 9 already. Like, this whole entire month have gone by so fast. And please excuse this damn pimple on my nose. It will not leave me alone. Again, anyway, we're gonna get right into the video. So today we are doing Jigsaw, aka Billy. For those who don't know, he is from the Saw movies. I loved Saw growing up. I kind of fell off, I think around I forget which movie it was when they actually found the serial killer. I forget what his real name is. That's how long ago I seen it. But they had to basically do brain surgery on him or something crazy like that. I'm not going to give away too much because there's a lot of people that don't know anything about Jigsaw. But anyway, so this is my very first time I've ever painted clothes on myself. So I'm just drawing out how the suit is going to lay on my body, things of that nature. And yeah, so now I'm just laying down my base colors, and I'm starting with my bow with, of course, red, and then I'm going to lay down the suit color, which is black, and after that we will start shading. So now I'm just adding some light blue body paint all over the black part once it dries. This is just to add texture and sheen to the tuxedo so it looks a little bit more realistic. Now I'm going to take some corrupt eyeshadow and I'm going to start forming the collar of our tuxedo. And at this point, it's basically really repetitive at this point. You're going to just go right back over that line and keep blending and blending and adding more eyeshadow and blending and blending. Now I'm grabbing some white eyeshadow from the James Charles palette. Now I'm going to place that on the inside of our collar. This is so when the light hits it, it looks like the collar is actually popping up off of the tuxedo, and it makes it look a little bit more realistic. So now I'm grabbing a little bit more of that corrupt eyeshadow, and I tapped off a little bit of it behind my hand. And I'm going to use this to start dividing where our shirt ends and where our neck begins, because as you know, Billy has a white face. So at this point, I don't want to get confused and forget later on that we have a shirt underneath here and Billy's doesn't have like a long torso or anything like that. So I just want to start creating those lines because I will forget and then I will regret it later on. So now we're going to start shading our bow. So at this point, I started looking at reference pictures of what bows look like and kind of look at, of course, like the lights and the shadows that are on the bow. So I kind of followed that and tried to do my own interpretation of where they would land at. Again, this is just me practicing my shading work and help me with light and darks whenever I do painting. So I actually like this piece a whole lot because it did help me understand light sources a lot more. So yeah, so at this point, I'm just simply shading from off a picture. That's where you see me looking down a lot. I'm looking at the picture on my iPad. At this point, I'm grabbing a really fine brush and I'm grabbing more of that eyeshadow just to get in the nooks and crannies of this bow. It just helps a lot better. So at this point, I'm just going and defining our bow a lot more. So now I'm adding some yellow eyeshadow just to add a little bit more highlight to our bow, and I'm adding it to the middle and also on the sides of the bow, and I'm just going to blend that in with the fluffier side of this brush. Okay, so to finish off our shirt underneath our tux, I'm going to go back in and add shading to it to the rest of our buttoned up shirt underneath, and I'm going to add that line right there. Also add a shadow underneath where our bow is, because of course the bow is sitting on top, so it's going to cast a shadow onto our shirt. And at this point, I'm just adding really fine details. Again, the same technique I used on the bow, I'm using on my shirt as well. And now I'm using my NYX matte white liner, and I'm just going to add little fine details like these highlights on my collar, also on the bow, and things of that nature. Now onto the face, I'm using Mayron's Clown White, and it's a cream paint, so you will have to set this. I don't set my water activated paints ever, but for cream paints, you definitely want to do that. So anyway, I'm going to apply this by using my Real Technique sponge all over my face. I did add primer, I just took it out because I feel like that's kind of irrelevant. But so yeah, so I'm just applying this all over my face. Now I'm going to set all this with my RCMA No Color Powder. So literally for this look, I only used 2 eyeshadows, which is Corrupt by Makeup Geek, and I also used a red eyeshadow from the James Charles palette on my inner corners, and that's it. I didn't add any liner, I didn't add any lashes, nothing like that. So this is a very basic look. And again, I am using that Corrupt eyeshadow, and I'm going to be contouring my temples, my nose, and also on my jawline once I place my cheekbones on my face. So now I'm just going to be adding some eyebrows, and these are skinnier than my natural eyebrows, as you can tell with my eyebrows sitting underneath it. I wanted to kind of make them doll-like, but kind of like still my eyebrows because I can't stand the skinny ass eyebrows. I just can't. So I tried to make it as skinny as possible. I messed up, so I went back in with some white body paint and made them smaller to my liking. And finally, the swirls. You cannot be Billy without the swirls. You just can't. So I am adding them on my cheeks, and I also added some red lipstick, well, not red lipstick, red paint to my lips. And there you have it, the final look. This look was actually very challenging for me to do because, again, this is my first time I've ever drawn clothes on myself. But it was still fun though. I liked it a whole lot. So this will be one of my favorites. I wish I had a better wig, but at this point, I'm not buying anything else. I've bought a lot of stuff for this Halloween this go around. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know by leaving me a like and comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.